This new fire station, the fire headquarters for West Fargo, it's needed for 3 reasons. Number one, we have staff that works in one of our 2 fire stations that should be working together, but because we do not have the office space, we had to split them up. The second reason is to improve our overall ISO rating. The ISO rating is administered by the Insurance Service Office within the United States. It's an organization that rates fire departments based on a 1 through 10, 10 being no fire protection, 1 being the best fire protection. Currently we're a 3. A couple of years ago we were a 4. We see right now within our grasp is to get down to an ISO 1 to reduce their fire insurance costs for businesses and residential within the city to the lowest possible number. And that's our goal, and I firmly believe we're going to get there. And this building is just another step towards that. And number 3 is to just improve the overall systematic delivery of fire and emergency services throughout the city, having an extra engine and ladder staffed 24 hours a day. We can't do that right now with this fire station because we do not have the room or the facilities to have 24-hour staff. This building was built in 1940, the original part. And when you come in the front doors, it's right where the turnout gear sits. I mean, that concrete floor is 80 years old. And then we've built on 6 times since that original little 2-stall block building. And now we're to the point where the entire building is not suitable for what we need. But good news is that rural fire, they do need a building, and rural fire has agreed to take this building and use it for what they need. And this will suit their services for the next 20 years. They're not going to grow past what this building can support. So it's actually a win-win for everyone. We've been able to identify land and then verify that that land is the best location for us using a GIS system overlay of a 4-minute drive time. In the planning zone that this station is going to be in has had the highest amount of fire loss for the last 3 years running, has most of the call volume throughout the city, and response times are creeping up. We know that the direct impact to the people that live in Planning Zone 1, they're going to see response times go from that 6 to 9 to 10, 13-minute mark, depending on how far into that planning zone they live, to 5 minutes. We'll be within the National Fire Protection Association standards for career fire departments, day 1. So there's a lot of city infrastructure, there's a lot of residential, and there's a lot of commercial in that area that we're trying to do a better job at protecting by reducing our response time. The overall cost of this building we project is going to be $10 million. It should have at least a 50-year lifespan on the building. It's a great investment. It's paid for through capital improvement sales tax, so it's coming out of sales tax. There are grants that we're going to go after through the federal government to try to pay for part of this building as well. And so it's not going to impact specials at all. It's not a funding mechanism that we're looking at this point in time to have special assessments pay for this. It's all sales tax money. We're finally to the point where we're pulling the trigger and we're moving forward. And from this point on, it's going to be pretty fast-paced between buying the land, getting an architect and design done, and then breaking ground, building, and staffing. By 2023, we hope to have the whole thing wrapped up. Here within the West Fargo Fire Department, we strive for continuous improvement or continuous quality improvement. We look every year at what we're doing, making sure that we are fitting not only the needs of our community, but what nationally the U.S. Fire Service is doing. We're on that leading edge of incorporating technology and services into our community and into our fire department. Some great examples of that, taking the traditional model of fire prevention, which is talk to the kids during Fire Prevention Week, get to the parents through the kids, give them handouts, don't play with lighters, have you checked your smoke detector, that kind of stuff. Other things that we're doing here are professional standards division with training underneath it as a subset or a subspecialty has really taken off, doing some great work with all of our firefighters and getting them the highest quality cutting edge training that they can. Using GIS and technology, adapting new technology. Our drone team is a huge asset right now that we're able to deploy a drone at the moment's notice whenever we need it throughout the whole city and into the rural areas. That's a big deal. New headquarters fire station gives us the ability to take all these great things that we're doing and the cutting edge things that we're doing and house everyone together so we can all work as one team. It's going to increase our efficiency, reduce our gaps and vulnerabilities and make the overall system work better with just having the headquarters together. Everyone's there.